So, I get two questions, only one of which Kafka will answer truthfully. But I won't know which answer is which. What should I ask? Kafka. She's the one who put me on the Astral Express. Everything about her is shrouded in mystery, and I want to know more.
Because I have a future that I want. As I told you, Elio is able to glimpse through possibilities. As long as I followed his instructions, he promised to tell me what it would take to move towards the future I wanted.
No matter what she says, she looks like she's got something up her sleeve. I can't tell what's true and what isn't.
I see the look on your face. Don't bother asking. I can't tell you if an answer is true or not. Make your best guess and choose your next question based on my answer. That's the beauty of the game. I hope your next question proves interesting. The rules of this game are like reality. We all think we have infinite possibilities, but when you really analyze it, you could count them on your fingers. Every question and answer is constrained by previous choices.
You're okay,
The
Karen.
future is like a labyrinth. Every divergence is merely an inducement. There is only one real path. No, but what is predetermined is the future that has value. If you don't believe me, try it for yourself. Soon we will face another battle. Can you change that possibility?
What are he's the clown song? World-cleansing dragon. Rise!
Nap time.
Lance! Forward! World-cleansing dragon. Break! Not a scratch.
That's better.
Not a scratch.
And that includes the gold. So I got 60 jades.
What are he's the clown song? He sent a storm. Awaken dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
Finest one! Nap time.
Lance! Forward! The consequences are mine to bear.
Oh. Well, you're doing a great job. The future is still clear. The real test lies ahead. The young swordmaster of the Cloud Knights. He will not be an easy foe. Until then, let's continue our game. It's my turn again. Second question. Do you want to see me again?
What kind of question is that? Will we see each other again? She'd know the answer to that one. As for whether I'd want to, it seems obvious to me. I guess I
see
do
it.
want to see her
Because
again.
why not? Because she knows and not knows
So,
anything.
my answer is...
Okay, I'm done asking. What a surprise. I can't see through you. After all, how can I know which answer is which? You've become very impressive. And unfamiliar. Well, it's your turn to ask a question. Come see me when you're ready.
I'll see you when you're ready.
This is your last question. Surprise me.
I don't know if Kafka was telling the truth in the previous question, but one thing's certain. For this question, she'll have to answer according to the rules. Should I venture into a whole new topic? When I came to on the space station, I remember seeing Kafka, but everything before that is a blur. Shouldn't I ask about my past?
One day, Elio handed you over to me. He said that if things continued to transpire according to the future possibility he foresaw, you would eventually change me. And I would change you. In other words, you and I are each other's destiny.
Stellaron hunters. The General was merciful enough to let you live, but you haven't shown the slightest bit of gratitude. Why are you here?
Because he was struck by my spirit whisper. My powers of suggestion are capable of convincing people to accept my orders, all without a second thought. Defeat this little boy and your mission is over.
You witch!
Is he in his blade form? Yes.
Do not be afraid. Break! World cleansing dragon.
Come get me!
Hit!
Punish evil!
Grace. Rise!
Nap time.
You're all in on it. I'm just warming up.
Lance! Forward!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Break! World cleansing dragon.
Fight as one! Cut through the ranks!
Rise!
That's better.
Sword, heed me!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
World cleansing dragon.
evil!
Nap time.
Hit. Land.
Forward.
Forward.
Out of moves!
Light work.
And I'm doing Kafka's story mode.
I failed!
So I do story quests, character story quests
If
first
it weren't
before I
for
continue on
you,
this main
that
stories.
kid would have had me and Blade in the shackling prison in no time. Of course, Sam and Silverwolf would have broken us out, but Blady would have been gravely injured, and our relationship with the Xianzhou would have been damaged beyond repair. If possible, I'd like to avoid that kind of future at all costs.
Can I leave now?
Yes, the Mara in you is temporarily suppressed. So long as you avoid overstimulation and familiar faces, you shouldn't have a problem. Wait. You're not leaving?
I am sorry, Kafka. There is a person to whom I am greatly indebted. I must see them.
Then it's in your hands. Elio didn't say anything about what happens next. Thank you for coming to my aid. I appreciate it. Our paths will cross again.
I remember you. You once followed Kafka, didn't you? There was a time when she was on a mission. You were next to her. I remember. I've yet to see anyone follow her for as long as you did, and live to tell the tale. Every Stellaron hunter has a deal with Elio. I do not know the nature of those deals, but I do know that Kafka and I agreed to take orders from Elio. She must have sought something extraordinary. Everything she does comes at a great cost. She will have done many things to keep you alive until now, young one.
Free will. That was simple and easy.
Looks like there's smoke rising in the distance. Miss Shikui sent us a psycrane. See if you can get an aerial visual. This is an emergency. We need to find where the star skiff crashed as soon as possible. We found it. Looks like the pilot isn't inside. If they escaped before it came down, they should still be nearby. There. That must be who Miss Shikui asked us to save. We need to hurry. Those abominations have trapped her. Be careful.
Hey, get out of here! It's too dangerous! Go get someone from the Skyfaring Commission. Tell them Qingni is in trouble.
Don't worry, Miss Qingni. We've been in worse danger.
Rise! World Cleansing Dragon.
Fight is one! I'm okay. Nap time. Yeah!
Break!
There are too many monsters. Let's hold out for a little longer. The Cloud Knights should be here soon.
Just run! These monsters can't get up here anytime soon.
No can do, Miss Qingni. We're not abandoning you.
You two have held out long enough. Help is at hand. Cloud Knights, formation! Prepare to engage! Hold on, Qingni. We're coming to get you!
Cleansing Dragon. Grace. Break! World Cleansing Dragon.
You wanna get cigarettes? Just give me one bag of chips, unless you want me to come with you.
Lance! Forward!
If they don't have Cool Ranch Doritos, just give me barbecue flavored Doritos.
Rise!
Barbecue Doritos. Sorry about that.
World Cleansing Dragon.
I didn't know the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission dealt with situations like this in person.
Indeed. I should be reviewing files in the Palace of Astrum. However, Qingni decided to put herself in danger and trouble our esteemed guests with her safety. As her mother, I couldn't sit idly by. Qingni, have you thanked your benefactors yet?
Thank you, benefactors.
No need, Miss Qingni. It was nothing.
You Astral Express Trailblazers have outstanding manners, though your allegories are a little odd. It was because of both of you that Qingni escaped unscathed. Words cannot express my gratitude. In fact, by way of thanks, I'd like to invite you to the Palace of Astrum for tea. It is about time we knew each other better.
The feeling is mutual, Lady Yukong. We would be honored.
Then, for now, I will excuse myself. Qingni's irresponsible actions caused much trouble for the two of you. Allow me to apologize once again on her behalf.
You always do this, Mother. Scold me before figuring out what actually happened. It was a dire situation. I was the only one who could...
You promised me, Qingni. We shall discuss this when we return. Please excuse us, benefactors. I look forward to our meeting.
I didn't know Yukong had that side door. You have a unique way of putting things. But you're not wrong. Appearances seemingly tell us little about the lives of the Xianzhou's leaders, no matter how long those lives may have been. Yukong's inner worries and concerns came to the surface in the presence of her daughter. Only then was it clear that she, too, is somebody's mother. Yes. After all, I know what it's like to worry over a kid's homework and whether their lunch is healthy enough. But there's something I don't understand. Yes, Qingni piloted a star skiff without permission and put herself in danger, but she meant well. Nevertheless, Yukong's reaction suggests that there was something more. Anyway, let's head over to the Palace of Astrum. Best not to keep Yukong waiting.
What is it, puppy?
No, but we've been invited. We certainly... All right, let's head out before it gets late.
And there's so many. So many purples. Gotta catch them all.
As it did yesterday.
I'll do you later. What is Yukong?
Why won't you listen to me?
Because it's my life! You know I have the talent to make it. I can become the Luofu's best pilot, just like you were.
Talent? You'd be dead if it weren't for those two travelers. Do you think stealing a star skiff and taking to the skies is a show of talent? What about being trapped by abominations? Did you at any moment think about what I would feel if something happened to you? Do you know how many people dream of a relaxing desk job at the Skyfaring Commission? You promised me to work responsibly in your post. Not only have you broken the Skyfaring Commission's regulations, you've broken your promise to me.
I already told you. I had no choice. I want to help you and the Skyfaring Commission, not sit at my desk dealing with never-ending papers. That job doesn't suit me. I got the highest grade in the fighter pilot test. They all said I was a genius like you. Like mother, like daughter. They were all jealous of me, but no one even knew I had to take the test behind your back. You would never have allowed me to go if I told you about it.
Behind my back? Do you really think you could have walked into the test and sat in the cockpit if I hadn't given my permission behind the scenes? As for genius, don't mention that word to me again. Why do you insist on becoming a pilot?
And I don't understand why you don't understand. Why can anyone in the world become a fighter pilot except the Helmmaster's daughter? Don't you realize how ridiculous that is? You may not want to fly anymore, but don't trap me down here with you.
Qingni, where are you going? I'm sorry you had to witness this.
Apologies, Madam Yukong. We should have given you some time.
On the contrary, I apologize for allowing my own personal matters to encroach on your time.
We don't intend to pry into private business, Helmmaster Yukong. But if there's anything we can help with, please don't hesitate to ask.
Family issues, I'm afraid. You probably heard a thing or two just now. Despite my earnest wish that she continue in her post, Qingni is fixated on becoming a fighter pilot. I may seem overbearing, but the situation she gets herself into sent a shiver up my tail. It's funny, isn't it? I've seen every disaster imaginable, from the abundance axis to a living planet. I thought I'd forgotten what fear was, but when I fought alongside you, I realized there are still things that can terrify me. I'm sorry. Talking about such vexing matters is unbecoming in front of guests. I invited you here to gain a better understanding of the Express, not bore you with these trivialities. Oh, I prepared refreshments for you. Please, you must try this excellent whale tide spring.
I want to get her. Is she a
Please
5-star
accept
or a
these
4-star?
gifts
She's
as
4-star.
thanks for saving my daughter. I'd heard that the Nameless had traversed the Starry Sea, but I wasn't prepared for how much I could learn from you.
Well, I'd heard from members of the Skyfaring Commission that you were a top-tier pilot, Madam Yukong, and an ace among the Cloud Knights. Now that I've seen you in action, I know the rumors were true. I hope to witness your flying ability for myself one day. We'll head off now. The Commission must be busy. I look forward to our next meeting, Madam Yukong.
On my flying ability, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you, Mr. Yang. The sky no longer suits me.
You two, please, wait! Thank you for saving me, benefactors. And I'm sorry you had to witness all that. So you've experienced it yourself, benefactor. That's great. I mean, I'm happy I finally found someone who can understand me. But I've had the hairpin ceremony. I'm an adult now. I have the right to pursue my dreams. Mom still insists on sheltering me under her wing, as if I can't even stay alive without her.
Miss Qingni, these are family matters. I'm not sure it's my place to comment. However, in my personal experience, becoming a parent often means we become obstinate. To erode a rock, one must be patient and persistent, like water. What I mean to say is, instead of trying to prove yourself suddenly, perhaps you could demonstrate your ability to look after yourself methodically, over time. Don't you think, Miss Qingni?
My mom is actually a reasonable person, but she gets unreasonable as soon as I mention flying. She hid my Starskiff toys, dragged me away from the port when I stayed behind to count ships, forced me to study for ages. I did everything I could to work my way into the Skyfaring Commission. But she used her authority to assign me a desk job. Every time I walk along Starwatcher Avenue and look up at those ships flying freely across the sky. Speaking of empty inside, so how were Mom's refreshments? Good? I've been so angry today I forgot to eat anything. How about this? My mom thanked you guys with refreshments, so I should do the same. Let me take you around Starskiff Haven. We can try the most authentic snack on the Lafu. We're here! The thing about the most authentic snack on the Cienjo Lafu is it's a drink, and it's inside this vending machine. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't have the money for anything fancy. Here, Mung Bean Soda. 1 can each. This thing has a bit of a unique flavor, but I love it.
Let me try. A nostalgic experience.
Oh, is there a drink like this where you're from?
No, this reminds me of when I first boarded the Express and forced myself to drink Himiko's coffee, and how my taste buds never fully recovered.
How is it? Bearable? Whoa! I've never met a traveler who could down a mung bean soda like that. But I guess not everyone can accept what I like. Well, don't force yourself. Let's go somewhere else.
There's so many quests around here, it's annoying.
You know, there are a lot of mung bean soda moments in life. If you don't try, you won't know. Unique experiences are often a product of risky choices.
Tell that to my mom. Her #1 life lesson is, you can't turn back once you enter the sky.
Work.
Pilots are always dancing with death. I know she's right. I know being a fighter pilot is an exhausting and dangerous job. But I still want to fly among the stars.
Why are you so dedicated to that idea, Miss?
Have you heard of the Foxian birth fate tradition? Soon after a child is born, we surround them with items that represent future destinies. If the child reaches for a jade abacus, then they'll grow up to be a diviner. If they reach for a sword, then they'll grow up to be a famous warrior. And if they reach for a toy star skiff, that's right. Mom reached for the star skiff and showed a natural talent for flying. General Jing Yuan recruited her to the Cloud Knights as soon as she was old enough. That's how she became a fighter pilot. Later, she achieved miracles. One time, she destroyed 3 beast ships in a hail of Barisan anti-aircraft fire, like an arrow tearing through a thunderstorm. She also holds the Skyfaring Commission records for speed and enemy vessels destroyed. I'm proud to be Madame Yukong's daughter. I've wanted to become a legend like her for as long as I can remember.
I can imagine. A parent is often a child's first hero, and their image can influence their whole life.
She never told me any of those stories herself. And she hasn't piloted a star skiff since the 3rd Denizens of Abundance War. She doesn't even bring up her military achievements. I used to watch her fly when I was young. Then one time, I stole a star skiff, and I tried all kinds of difficult maneuvers. Turns out I was as talented as she was. Not only did I survive the flight, my landing was perfect. I remember feeling so happy when they took me to see my mom. There I was boasting about the flight, expecting her to laugh, pat my head, say, "That's my girl," or something. But boy, I've never seen her so scary. I admit, I deserve to be punished. You can't let a kid get away with stealing a star skiff. But my mom was angry about more than that. She was angry because I viewed her as a role model. Because I had the same talent as her.
Parents never want their children to be in danger. I think I can understand, Madame Yukong.
But flying is the only thing I want to do. I've already touched the sky. It's Mom's secretary, Miss Siquei. She just sent me a message. Mom lost one of her trinkets in Stargazer Navalia when she came to save me. Miss Siquei suggested I find the trinket and return it to Mom. Said it might help me get back in her good books.
In Stargazer Navalia? Let's go with you and have a look.
Is it really okay to bother you two again? Sorry.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. And now I got the hiccups. Ah, damn it. I hate this.
Water heeds the cloud song. Water heeds the cloud song.
The fight with the abominations was pretty chaotic. I think Mom...
Do you know what it looks like, Miss?
Let me think. It should be a little square thing. She's usually got something like that on her.
This is your area of expertise. You're a great fighter, but your perception is even more impressive. No matter how well a treasure chest is hidden, you're always able to spot it. So, when it comes to finding a needle in a haystack, is there really anyone more capable than yourself?
Old friends, meet yet again.
Some nibbles, I say. Oh, great. Investigation.
Come on, are you kidding? It's a trinket, remember? You think my mom would carry this with her?
It's a beautiful vase.
A bird cage. Huh. That reminds me. Have you guys heard of the birds that live in evergreen things? They have beautiful feathers, but you can't domesticate them. They don't live long if you lock them in a cage. Makes sense. How could a bird that's known the sky live in a cage? Mom always carries this trinket around with her, but I never realized there was something inside. Is this the hunt crest? This is what pilots hang in their Starskiff cockpits for good luck.
It must be very close to Helmmaster Yukong's heart. Let's head back, Miss Qingni. I think you should return this trinket and...
Not yet. I want to go back later.
If you want us to help you persuade your mother, I'm afraid that could be difficult. It's not easy to solve a family dispute as an outsider.
No, you misunderstand. I just want to know what she's thinking. What turned an ace pilot, someone who loved to fly, into someone like her? My mom clearly misses her flying days. Otherwise, she wouldn't keep this on her person. But she doesn't fly anymore and refuses to let me become a fighter pilot.
Maybe... Well, the General's been busy at the seat of Divine Foresight recently. We might not get to see him.
General Jing Yuan? Are you sure it's okay to go straight to...
No problem. We can't help you Yes.
Yeah, what the hell?
All remains as it did yesterday.
Would you like me to relay your message?
Can you wait a little moment? The Master Diviner will be here soon. She's temporarily taken on the General's responsibilities. Before meeting you, she must make the current situation known and fortify public spirit. This is her first real test as a General. I hope she can get used to things quickly.
I don't think I can ever get used to this.
Oh wait, is this a side quest?
It's a pleasure to see you all here today. Collating casualties and losses. Dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples. Submitting battle reports to the 6 charioteers. Now I know what Jing Yuan meant when he said, "The highest throne faces the strongest wins." Generalship is no trifling matter. How could I be enjoying myself? All I can do is get used to it.
I think she's enjoying herself.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to...
Of course not. On the contrary. I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as Acting General of the Luofu. Now that things have drawn to a conclusion, it is time to reward you.
Ooh, all those benefits that the General promised. They're finally here!
Yes. The Astral Express has braved great evil for the Luofu. Your devotion is evident. After discussions with the 6 charioteers,
I think the main quest was here as well.
within the Luofu's jurisdiction, you are to be treated with the highest standard of diplomatic protocol.
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would like to thank you, Master Diviner.
Oh, wow. Nothing tangible then?
Now that thanks have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you. Please.
This is the scroll of promise. No, yeah, okay.
Mr. Yang, and you? What brings you to the seat of divine foresight this time?
It's nothing urgent. We were hoping to understand Helm Master Yukong a little better.
Yukong? I heard an office worker from the Skyfaring Commission flew a star skiff to assist in the present crisis, but ran into trouble herself. She was only saved thanks to a couple of travelers. On behalf of the Luofu, you have my thanks once. The seat of divine foresight heard that Yukong's seldom seen but often feared temper was on display. I believe the two of you were caught between mother and daughter.
We heard that Helm Master Yukong was an outstanding pilot, but that she refuses to let her daughter embark on the same career.
Yukong herself is best placed to answer such questions. But naturally, you are here because you fear that Helm Master Yukong would decline to answer. If you wish to dispel Miss Qingni's curiosity, perhaps we can take a small step back from the topic at hand. What do you wish to know about Yukong the pilot? Oh, this is a divine object from the Rainbow Arbiter? Where did you find this?
This object has been stored inside Helmmaster Yukong's personal trinket all along. Miss Qingni lent it to us. She thought it might be a way to find out more about Yukong's past and why she no longer flies.
This object is no ordinary trinket. It has borne witness to blood and tears. I'm sure you're both familiar with the Xianzhou's long galactic hunt. But have you heard of the denizens of Abundance Wars? As the Xianzhou has continued to cleanse the universe of immortal abominations, so too has the Abundance Axis succeeded in breaching our defensive lines. They pushed the Xianzhou to the brink of disaster. 30 years ago, the Xianzhou Yaoqing and Fenghu were besieged by our enemies. Even in the long history of warfare between the Xianzhou Alliance and the denizens of Abundance, that air battle was one of the most tragic. We were greatly outnumbered by the abominations of Abundance. Almost 1 million fighter pilots fought in the bitter battle. Those who survived numbered no more than 100,000. Had the Rainbow Arbiter not descended and destroyed the enemy's assault with their sky-shattering Lux Arrow, who's to say whether the Luofu would still be here today? Such divine objects were forged from the embers that the Arbiter's divine arrow left behind. For the survivors, these relics contain the blood of their comrades, the ashes of their enemies, and the dust of their memories. Yukong is a survivor of that war. Her best friend, Tai, perished on the battlefield.
I don't have any other questions. Thank you, General.
I do not wish to speculate on the reason behind Helmmaster Yukong's reluctance to fly, nor do I want to open up old wounds. However, it is difficult to discard one's past. Yukong and Sai trusted each other with their lives. The Helmmaster will have strong memories of that time. Perhaps it is not my place to say, but I believe Qingni has the right to know about the past. As the past...
Thank you, General. We apologize for taking up your time with such triviality.
Mr. Yang, you jest. How can harmony between parent and child constitute a triviality? If you ask me, the mountains of documents and the seat of divine foresight are the only triviality around here.
We'll take our leave. Let's go. We should head to Starskiff Haven and find...
It's kind of funny that the main scenario was in the quest that we were doing.
You're here. My mom isn't in a great mood. She went for a walk. Probably because...
You two are very...
Well, we do both like to take a walk after a fight. The only difference is that I come to this side of Starskiff Haven and she heads to the other. That way, we don't bump into each other. Really? Anyway, did you find anything out from General Jing Yuan?
Did Helmmaster Yukong never bring this up with?
I was always curious about her past, but she either dodged my questions or pretended not to hear them. In the end, I realized she probably experienced something that left a scar that never fully healed. I never asked her again.
Yes. Yukong doesn't want you to feel the pressure of her name. Besides, reputation and talent count for something, but you need luck on the battlefield.
So she doesn't want me to fly because she remembers the pain of losing her friend. And she thinks that my talent makes it more likely that she'll lose me in the same way?
I can't guarantee that's what she...
You're right, Mr. Yang. But I still have something else to check first. This past that General Jing Yuan mentioned is probably archived in the Palace of Astrum. I remember watching her handle a document with great care before she filed it away. It looked like a diary.
Do you still remember where it was filed?
Vaguely. But there are so many files stored in the Skyfaring Commission. Could I ask you benefactors to look for it with...
A couple of Outworlders going through Skyfaring Commission files isn't a good look. I'm afraid we can only accompany you, Miss Qingni. You'll need to do the searching yourself.
Of course. You're right. Sorry.
Oh boy.
Yo, sorry.
We can use this one. It should be.
Miss Qingni, I don't think the two of us should be reading your mother's diary.
It should be fine. This is from decades ago. For you travelers, that's more than half a lifespan.
No, I still think I shouldn't read it. You stay here with Miss Qingni. I'll be waiting over.
Is it really that big of a deal? I'm sure they're just turned... I understand. I can tell Mr. Yang is a principled person. There are some lines he won't cross. Let's read it together. Maybe her diary holds the key.
I'm not reading that.
What is the meaning of this? The Helmmaster's daughter bringing Outworlders in to sneak around? What do you have in your hands? Let me see. Madame Yukong's diary? The nerve. How dare you read Madame Yukong's personal diary? And with her daughter, too. By the Arbiter, you two are in for a...
Mr. Yang Min, please, calm down. Let us explain.
I see. Qingni, I know Madame Yukong's position on you becoming a pilot is tough for you to accept, but she has her own concerns.
I understand, Mr. Yang Ming. But now, compared to becoming a fighter pilot, I'm more interested in knowing what my mom went through. I want to know what happened, how she went from ace pilot to helm master.
I've been here for a long time, Qingni. If there's something you wish to know, just ask. But don't go rummaging around. That's a bad habit. No, this isn't something I should Yes. This divine object, if I remember correctly. It's the one Madame Yukong always carries with her? I heard the war that forged this object.
If Mom still longs for the sky...
Perhaps Sai's passing was too much for her. Miss Tsai? I remember her. She was an ace gunner. Many people wanted to be her flight partner. Her husband, Mr. Guang Yuan, was a pilot. They manned the same skiff and were the envy of many. But when it came to pilots, your mother was the best match for her. They flew together all the time. Even Mr. Guanyan couldn't match their numbers. Well, after he passed away in battle, Tsai rarely teamed up with anyone except your mother. It was tragic when Tsai died soon after. That's the life of a pilot. No one knows which flight will be their last. Tsai's death was a big blow to Madame Yukong. After the battle, she refused to turn in Tsai's possessions as per regulations. She kept them locked away, occasionally taking them out to admire. Nonsense. In the end...
Where are Miss Tsai's possessions? Thanks for telling us.
You're welcome. I know this is important. I suppose you're going to go through Madame Yukong? I can understand your position, Qingni. Please don't tell your mother that you saw me today.
Got it.
Hurry. Madame Yukong will be back soon.
My mom keeps lots of stuff in her desk.
This is a desk?
That's the selling point of this desk. There are a paper kite, but what we're looking for isn't here. There are hidden compartments. There's some exhibition every time our pilots, but what we're looking for, there are hidden compartments. Got it. This looks similar to... So, I was adopted? And this Miss Tsai was my real mother? I suppose I've always had a feeling. But now I know the truth. Don't let that child touch the sky. Is this why Mom refuses to let me become a fighter pilot? For a pilot, the most important oath before departure is the promise to bring your comrade back. Mom didn't manage to bring her comrade back. So she vowed to prevent me from setting out. Not only am I her daughter, I'm also her final promise to Tsai. I never thought my dream would put Mom in such a difficult situation. I feel a lot closer to Mom after reading this diary. Even if we're not connected by blood. Can you... Yes. Thank you.
You're all done? Did it go smoothly? I see. Let's find Helmmaster. We're here to help, but he and I really shouldn't interject when you're conversing with your...
It's okay.
She acts like a mom anyway, so I think it's okay, I guess.
When Mom feels down, she usually goes to take in a view of the Jade Gate. She should still be there. Let's go find her.
So they also hold funerals.
Mom?
Qingni, why are Mr. Yang and they here too?
Miss Qingni kindly agreed to show us around Star Skiff Haven. She mentioned she was trying to mend things between you, but was feeling shy about it. We volunteered.
Thank you. I must apologize for the trouble my daughter has brought you.
Mom!
All right, it's getting late. Let's talk once we're home.
Actually, I want to talk to you about something right now. I want to become a fighter pilot, no matter...
We've talked about this many times.
Seems like Miss Qingni is a little hesitant.
I thought Mr. Yang said we shouldn't interject. This divine object is still.
Is that Sai's diary? How did you... I understand now. I'm sorry, Qingni. I cannot support your dream because I made a promise to someone else. I don't expect to gain your forgiveness. I just hope you can understand my reason.
Mom, what are you talking about? I'm your daughter. Our bond is bigger than forgiveness and reason. I'll listen to anything you...
Just like you. I once longed for the sky. I know what it feels like to fly through infinite space. To be surrounded by the vast expanse of nothingness. With unimaginable splendors looming in the distance. To float like a single leaf in the fathomless stellar sea. Some called it loneliness, but we called it freedom. Sai was like that too. We're friends since childhood. We flew star skiffs everywhere, causing trouble until the knights caught us and dragged us before General Jingyuan. We soon became the most elite fighter pilots of the Skyfaring Commission. It wasn't an easy life. You could even say it was a cruel one. You never knew if the friend next to you would make it back alive. Of course, the same could be said of yourself. But those are my best memories. We would strike out into the sky, repelling demons and upholding justice. The blood we shed bore witness to it all. The life of a Foxian is short and fleeting. Surely we should dedicate ourselves to such glorious aims. System space all clear today. Great weather for flying.
We're engaging the main Borisan fleet this time. Don't get too excited.
Huh? Sounds like maternity leave knocked the wind out of your sails. Feeling rusty?
Oh, shut it. I think you're just excited because you haven't flown with me for so long. Did you miss me?
Of course I missed you. The galaxy felt smaller without you in my cockpit. Say, Sai, really didn't think you'd come back. Do you really like flying star skiffs that much?
You bet. Sure, it's exhausting, dangerous, low paid. Plus, you only get back to the Luofu a few times a year. But given the choice, I'd always pick this. I guess I already touched the sky.
Mind is mysterious. I've lived for more than 200 years.
Damn.
Forgotten nearly every conversation I've ever had. But I still remember us shooting the breeze that day. It's crystal clear. It was the last time I spoke to Sai. Sai? Hold on, Sai. Sai, open your eyes. Sai?
Thank you. You go. I've had a good life. But please, don't let Qingni walk the same path. Don't let her become a fighter pilot.
Sai, she's your daughter. You'll be able to tell her yourself, do you hear? The rescue's almost here. Stay with me. Jingni is waiting for you. She lost Guangyan. She can't afford to lose you too. Wake up, Sai. 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 When I climbed out of the burning carcass of the star skiff, I looked up into a clear sky, pure and seemingly unadorned by the atmosphere that arced far above us. It was the most beautiful sky I had ever seen. All I could feel was unbearable pain. I sunk to the ground and gazed up helplessly. In my dream, that was the day I died.
Mom, this is the first time I've heard you talk about this. But I'm not a little girl anymore. The road of a fighter pilot is a cruel one. I know that now, but I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring happiness to the citizens of the Xianzhou, then I'm ready for it.
You are so very similar to Tsai. The more outstanding you became over the years, the more fearful I turned. I've known for a long time you were ready, but I was not. You know, the cruelty has never claimed victory. Me, Tsai, your father Guangyan, we were prepared for the worst when we enlisted. Do you know how we won that war? The war that took away Tsai and the lives of hundreds of thousands of fighters.
The Rainbow Arbiter's divine arrow.
Yes. The mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter annihilated all abominations in a single strike. We had to pay with the blood of hundreds of thousands of soldiers just to halt their advance. If crushing our enemies was as easy as breathing for the Rainbow Arbiter, then what purpose did our sacrifices serve? Under the might of an eon, the sacrifices of ordinary creatures are but a joke. We are nothing. We mean nothing.
Mom.
But I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. Even if that person is my daughter, I brazenly interfered with your choices. I am sorry. That is my failure as a mother.
Mom, you don't need to apologize. Really, you don't need to.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, just like Tsai and I did. I believe that one day, you'll make an outstanding fighter pilot.
Huh? Really? Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps, and more afraid of you taking after Tsai. But if this is your choice, then I'm willing to support you, even if you live to regret it.
Mom?
Tell me.
I want to fly with you at least once.
I'm afraid I can't. I won't be flying anymore.
But why?
Because I already touched the sky.
Okay.
You need to keep on living.
Eh. What are these? What are those? Alright, let's do some talents. Oh shit. The hell? Dogs want to eat birds. There you go. Oh, what?
Water heeds the cloud song. I sense a storm. Rise!
Nap time.
World cleansing dragon. Oh, Grace.
Can we talk?
Break.
Fight as one!
World cleansing dragon.
However, should hire me as a voice actor.
Rise.
Nap time.
Lance! Forward! The consequences are mine to bear.
What? Okay. Well, I'll do this little goofiness later. What are you doing? Frosty blade.
Everything okay? Huh? Why is... You wouldn't understand. The first time we met D-Ting was during the Kafka hunt. I could tell there was a mysterious connection between us. Whenever he barked, for example, woof woof, woof 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 woof. Meaning, hello dear, I found a strange thing at the port of Cloudford. You may want to come and have a look for yourself. D-Ting can convey a lot of information with only a few sounds. So what did D-Ting find at the port? Come on, let's go check it out.
Well,
Little D-Ting says he's been dutifully searching for clues all over the Xianzhou. He notified us as soon as he... So what does he want us to take a look?
This is Yang Xiang, retainer to General Jing Yuan. I'm in active pursuit of a fugitive. The situation is unpredictable and developing rapidly. So I planted this Jade Tracer to record my whereabouts, in case I lose contact. If anyone finds this tracer, please take it to the seat of Divine Foresight, so the Cloud Knights have the necessary intel to act swiftly.
Ah, so it's a recording device. D-Ting must have heard its signal and called us over here to invest. He looks about 8 or 9 years old. Given everything that's been happening on the Xianzhou recently, I reckon the...
huh? Pure damage dealing, all ice.
Blade tracking entry. Traces run cold at Starskiff Haven. I'll have to ask the Cloud Knights in the area if they saw any. Captain, could you spare a moment?
Yanqing? Why are you all the way out here on the front lines? Shouldn't you be back at the seat of Divine Foresight?
The General already has a lot on his plate. As his retainer, it's my duty to share the burden. Nothing new to report, I assume?
Correct. After this Blade escaped from the shackling prison, he disappeared into thin air. I wonder if he's even still on the ship.
Or perhaps he had no intention of escaping in the first place.
What fact?
That's why I'm here.
Is that so? Then shall we dispatch a few knights for this operation?
I appreciate the making a big show of it. Dispatch a few knights. Huh. How incapable does he think I am? I might be young now, but just you wait. The perimeter is well guarded. The Skyfaring Commission. If the Psycrane hadn't been, starskips are blocked from entering. But if he fled, if we start by us, it's back to the docks. Looks like the influence of the Stellaron. Strike with heart!
In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
What's this? This kind of wound is not the work of a cloud. The best prey is one. Here, Ting. Let's follow the scent. Yeah! Shift the balance.
Damage boost. What?
Civilians are still getting attacked? Where are the Cloud Knights? Hey, don't panic! I'll get you!
Does she really need help?
Blade and flight!
Nap time.
Strike with heart!
Blade of moonlight.
You die now.
In lunar flame.
Huh? They were on their feet a second ago.
Thank you for your assistance, young man.
Just doing my job. The port has been sealed off. Why are you here alone?
I came with a merchant ship. The shadows of old friends have returned to my thoughts of late. I came to reunite with them and relive old times. Who would have imagined the Luofu could become such a dangerous place?
You chose a bad time to visit, I'm afraid. There's been an incident. It won't take long for the General to fix it, though. This place isn't safe. We should head to the nearest Cloud Knight garrison. By the way, did you see a man with long hair and black clothes around here? You can't see? Apologies. I thought... My name is Yun Qing. I'm registered with the Cloud Knights. And your name is?
Jing Liu.
Nice to meet you. Miss Jing Liu? Allow me to lead the way. We might have to take a bit of a detour, but I promise to get you to the Cloud Knight safely.
Damn.
Where exactly are we headed, young?
To the docks. Don't worry, you'll be... Miss Jing Liu, how long has it been since you last set foot?
Are you always this talkative?
Just making conversation. I wanted you to... So, are you from one of the...
I'm from the Songcheng.
The Songcheng? There's a ship called the Songcheng? Why haven't I heard of it? Let's get going, miss.
She's ancient, sir.
Where do we go from here?
Shh, quiet. We've got trouble to deal with. Wait here a moment, miss. I'll be right back.
She's not blind.
are you, and what are you doing here?
You've come at the perfect time, little one. We could use your blood to irrigate the celestial traces.
Little one? This little one is about to teach you a big lesson. Where did these guys come from? Huh, the general was right. There's a threat lurking on the sea.
You are quite the sword master, young man. I heard it. A sword whistles through the air and rings out upon contacting the enemy. Whilst invisible to the eye, such signals reveal the quality of one's swordplay. As a musician listens to the notes of a song, so a poet listens to its rhyme. And in the flow of combat, a skilled swordmaster delivers both with their blade. I'll wager the Cloud Knight's capable of wielding 6 flying swords at a time.
Thanks, miss.
However, your zealousness inhibits your ability to hide your line of attack. Which causes your sword's song to become somewhat mumbled at the end.
I guess the connection between music and swordplay is real after all. The general told me something similar. He said my swordplay was too proud and angular. He said it lacked the maturity required to win the title of Sword Champion.
Sword Champion? If I recall correctly, that title is bestowed on one who reaches the pinnacle of swordsmanship in the Cloud Knights. But that was a long time ago.
Right! Ever since the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, the title of Sword Champion has gone unclaimed. But once everything settles down and the combat art ceremony returns, it's a title I'm determined to win.
The Cloud Knights have many martial arts traditions. Who was it that instructed you in swordplay?
I see you're no stranger to the art. I won't keep you in suspense. My master is none other than General Jing Yuan of the Luofu.
General?
I know you haven't visited for a long time, but surely you've heard of General Jing Yuan. He says he has no affinity with the sword, that his skills are getting rusty. Well, if that's true, I never noticed from his training. All right, the coast is clear. Let's keep moving. The Starskip voyage log can be accessed through the dock navigator array.
Hold on. Weird.
Active Starskiff. This one goes past the Divination Commission. Well, my work here is finished. Now to make sure you get to a safe destination.
Given the present circumstances, the Cloud Knight garrison probably isn't a safe destination. Wouldn't you say?
Correct. So we're not going there. I'm taking you to the Shackling Prison. Safe, well-guarded, plenty of food, and a place to sleep.
Young man, if you wish to apprehend someone, shouldn't you have a reason?
Suspicious behavior and half-truths. Those alone are reason enough. You think you can fool me just because I'm a child? A sealed-off port with a stranded passenger? Unlikely. Not to mention you walking the whole way here without so much as a stumble. You can see as well as I can. The biggest giveaway was your comment about my swordplay. Correctly guessing the number of swords from the sound alone? You'd have to be more than human. You're not blind at all, are you?
I never claimed to be. You came up with that yourself. Fear not, young man. I hold no grievance against you, and have never held ill intent towards the Xianzhou. The black veil covering my eyes is merely proof of my resolve to never look back. To never fall again into Mara and destruction. I came here to catch one person. It's quite fortunate that our paths have crossed.
The one you're looking for. Is it Blade?
He goes by Blade nowadays. A fitting name for someone who dedicated his mind and body to the ways of the sword. Take me to him, young man. You are no match for me, and therefore, no match for Blade either. Let me accompany you. There is no need to throw your life away.
We've not even drawn swords yet, and you declare yourself the winner? Let me offer you a word of advice.
I was hoping to avoid a conflict with the Cloud Knights. Let's have ourselves a little contest. We can use the abominations that have infested the Luofu as target practice, and see whose sword can slay more and slay faster.
And if I win?
Then I will obediently follow you to the shackling prison and receive whatever judgment awaits me there. Don't worry, I'll keep my end of the bargain. But if I win, you have to share Blade's whereabouts with me. Fair enough?
A Cloud Knight never gambles with official business. But in any case, you won't beat me.
I admire your confidence. But what was it you said earlier about declaring a winner before swords were drawn? It would seem we've cleared every abomination from the area. Let's find another location and continue our contest.
Oh my god. Two journey together before blah blah blah.
May the best swordmaster win. This place is brimming with Mara. The perfect environment for honing one's skills. Surely slaying abominations doesn't count as gambling with official business?
How do we tell who's won?
We go from here to the end of the path without leaving a speck of abomination behind us.
I like
the
how
first
we're
one
fighting.
to the end wins.
Deal.
I want to fight her.
What if you're just using this as a chance to escape?
Jing Yuan trained you all right.
Yeah! Show me what you got.
Hit! Lance! Forward!
Strike with heart!
Hits it, dying.
Blade of Moonlight.
Where did she go? I didn't even see.
Too slow, young man.
Damn, she overpowering your ass. Damn.
How is that possible?
What kept you this time? You'll need to work harder. Otherwise, you won't even catch me in a star. I haven't had this much fun in a long time.
Hey, she already killing things.
A long time has passed since I wielded this sword.
The heat of combat nearly cast me into the darkness. Come, young man. I'll let
Make me do all the heavy
you make
lifting.
3 moves. Draw your sword. Don't you know it's rude to keep an elder waiting?
Damn.
Strike with hesitant, weak. What happened to that confidence of yours? My turn. Once you draw your sword, you must strike down your adversary in one blow without turning back. Jing Yuan taught you how to slay abominations. But did he ever teach you how to deal with the Mara struck? The answer is, there is no difference. The sword pierces the body and severs its life. If this sword came for your throat, would you be able to deflect it? Did you think this swordplay was just a game of victory and defeat? Future sword champion.
Swords descend!
I see a demon.
Your final move was the only one that didn't disappoint.
I lost?
Our contest has not yet come to a conclusion. For I have yet to make my final move. Unsheathing this sword without merit is to blaspheme the divine will of the Rainbow Arbiter and invite calamity.
You...
Even with your strength, if you were to cross paths with Blade, it would mean death for you. I can give you a more dignified end than dying at his hands. To die as a swordmaster, having witnessed the perfection of my technique, refined 1,000 times over. What say you to that, young man? You have courage.
Am I facing? Oh shit. Yeah, that's not like full power, it's not even looking.
I deflected it?
I'll take those records you found. Thank you, young man. That move was a token of my appreciation. We were fated to meet this day, and in days to come.
This mysterious woman also wants to find the whereabouts. No matter what she wants to do with the fugitive, she must not be allowed to get to him first. I have to pick up the pace.
You just fought a god.
The end? There's nothing... that Jing Liu seems pretty dangerous. The Stellaron crisis sure has attracted a lot of strange people to the Lawfu. Shouldn't we hand this over to Qing Yuan?
Jade transfer. Okay, deja vu. We're gonna face a freaking. We're gonna play or face a god.
as it did yesterday.
Oh, I know who is top tier in this game at this moment. It's still like really early in the game. What version are we on? 1.4.
What is your purpose for...
Without a doubt. This Jade Tracer belongs to Yanqing. I can't thank you enough. You already accessed the recordings?
He accidentally pressed a button.
No harm done. She was my mentor and my superior when I was a member of the Cloud Knights. However, she left the Xianzhou a long time ago. If you see her, be sure to keep your distance and notify me immediately. He took on the charge of pursuing a major criminal. It is not my place to impede him for fear of his well-being. That is the nature of the Cloud Knights and their duty. I do have confidence in him, though. Forgive me, but I cannot disclose this information. Thank you again for your help, friends from the Express. The situation remains unpredictable, so take care. I hope to be able to drink and talk freely with you once again, when everything is settled.
You. This was easy, it's so fast. Blade. Master among swords. Damn. I have a question for you guys. Should I pull for more on Jun Liu? When I was on my way to get more characters, toward trying to get more constellations of the 4 stars, I ended up getting her constellation one. Well, Edelon's. Moon crashes Tuning Gate. So, this is still free to play, guys. I am being honest. I have not bought any things. So, here's my powers. Here's my winnings. I read the E6 4-star in the middle. I was trying to get an E6 Tingyun. I was trying to get this E6 Tingyun, but I'm still E5, and this is the E6 right here. I don't know how good she is. I have not tried her out. I did not level her up. And for Sampo, I have no idea. Hold on 1 second. Hello? Who? What? Yeah, what? Nothing has happened. Sorry about that. I was doing something real quick. Okay. Just go somewhere. I'm just gonna stop right here and call it a night just for now. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Yeah, I might restream soon. At the moment, not right now, because I need to clean my dog's ear and make sure she is okay. We just pushed vet a few days ago for like a small surgery, and she's still oozing a little bit, but so I don't know what to do. So I'll see you guys on the next one. She's fine, but it's still a little concerning. But other than that, she's doing fine. She's a pain in the ass, but we all love her. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye now.